We all like to think we've outgrown the need to fit in, that we've evolved past the teenage scramble for belonging. But then life gets quiet and the truth hits. You're still doing it, just with better clothes and more sophisticated excuses. You tell yourself you're being social or open-minded or adaptable, but deep down, you know what it really is. You're betraying your own rhythm just to stay invited. And the older you get, the heavier that betrayal feels, because every time you pretend you belong, you teach your body that your truth is too much, and eventually your body believes you. Why, oh why, do we keep wasting our time on the wrong people, even after we've learned our lesson, even after we know what's right for us and what isn't? We still somehow manage to make the same mistake. No? Just me? Okay then. I know it's not just me. So here's what happened. I started writing the words that I'm telling you now while I was still on a trip in Sri Lanka. Actually, it was only day 3 of my trip, but it already felt like day 300. And what I was doing there, you ask, in case you're asking? Well, I was on a holiday with some people I have nothing in common with. Well, not exactly nothing, but I think we have plenty in common. We're kind, we're funny, dare I say, we're smart. I mean, we're decent people, the kind I think the world could use more of. But we have none of the things that make people soul family. Their constant presence depleted me instead of fueling me. They're great, but just not for me. They're not what I need to feel alive and to feel at home. And maybe that's too much to ask of most people, but why should I accept anything less? Why would anyone? And you know what? It's my own damn fault. I knew better, but I chose worse. I knew I shouldn't have gone. I knew it wasn't my kind of thing. But I did it anyway. I let loneliness and social pressure and the wrong kind of curiosity get the best of me. Like, what if I'm wrong? What if it actually turns out great? What if I'm missing out on a wonderful adventure? As if I don't already know myself better than that. So much better than that. Well, at some point, you might have to accept that you're a tribe of one. I, for one, am still working on that, on accepting that, and in case you've tried as hard as possible to accept this hard-to-swallow truth and you just couldn't do it no matter what, then you'll just have to look for your people like your life depends on it. Because if you insist on fitting into places that were not made for you, this world is going to hurt harder than anything ever did. Let's face it, you already know you don't belong in most places. But if you don't even belong in your own life, that's the real tragedy, isn't it? Your own life is everything you've really got. Your reality, your mind, your heart, you have got to make them the best place they can be. Whether you find other people who fit or not. And while searching, trust your intuition. Trust yourself when someone feels off. don't do what I did. You're the one who knows yourself best. If you do what I did, all you'll do is prove that you did know yourself and choose to betray that knowing anyway. $3,500 later, you're just as wise, but more frustrated and filled with a new determination to never betray yourself again. So something good did come out of this trip, because I'm home now. A newfound determination to never, ever gaslight myself again. Also, I have a cold. Don't get me wrong, Sri Lanka is an absolutely beautiful country with wild nature and kind people. And I was so impressed with their culture. Here is something beautiful. Our guide told us people of Sri Lanka only harvest about 75% of the fruits in a tree, and they leave the rest of them for the birds in the sky. They understand that not everything belongs to them and that they have to give back to the rest of the creatures on this earth. Have you heard anything more beautiful? I was moved to tears by that way of seeing life. So I don't regret visiting Sri Lanka. It's absolutely spectacular in so many ways. I just wish I had gone in different company, or even alone. I wish I'd gotten it through my head that trying to fit in with the wrong people doesn't help anyone, and it hurts us ourselves most of all. It's like forcing a square peg into a round hole. You can shave down your edges until you barely recognize yourself, but you'll never slide in smoothly. You lose yourself whether you want to or not. To belong with the wrong people, you will bend, you will mute, you will shrink yourself, your true self. It's corrosive. It eats at your identity and makes you feel small. After a while, you don't even know if you really want to be there. You start to wonder what you're even doing it for. Is it because you want to, or because you no longer know who you really are? And here's a little clue. If it doesn't feel good, it's not who you really are. Living your truth feels good, natural, like something you want to do. It's not necessarily easy, but it feels right. What's worse, no matter how much you try to fit in, if you're not one of them, they still won't really accept you, and you still won't really accept them. Even if you twist yourself into knots, people who aren't meant for you will keep finding fault with you, and you will keep finding fault with them. The wrong people love you conditionally. You're fine as long as you play by their script, which means no matter how hard you try, you'll always feel one argument away from being pushed out. And we do the same with them. No matter what they do, they just can't get it right. Because they're not our people. If they're extroverts and you're an introvert, they'll never come to terms with why you don't party with them. Is it because you're boring? Is it because you're lame? Is it because you don't like them or reject them? They might not say it to your face, but they feel it, they think it, and they discuss it among themselves. And you will feel it too. The same goes the other way around. If you're an extrovert and they're introverts, then what is wrong with you always partying? Is it because you can't find peace? Why can't you spend a moment alone? Are you that shallow? And on it goes. When you're pouring your entire energy into keeping misaligned connections alive, you've got nothing left to spot or nurture the ones who would actually meet you where you are. You're busy tending weeds while the flowers wilt, while you wilt. Constantly trying to fit in with the wrong people blocks the right people from coming into your life. The same is true for anything, but especially relationships, friendships, romantic connections, marriages, and even jobs. When you waste time with the wrong people, you waste yourself. A wasted you keeps the right people at bay. And we all know you need some right people in your life. We all do. Settling for almost love or just tolerable friends teaches your nervous system to live on crumbs. It trains you into hunger. Then, when someone comes along with a feast, you might not even believe it's real. Basically, trying to fit in with the wrong people is self-betrayal disguised as belonging. Because true belonging isn't about finding ways to squeeze yourself into someone else's shape. It's about standing in yours until the ones who resonate find you or you find them. And I really wish I'd gone on this wonderful trip with other people again. Not because there's anything wrong with them, with the ones I went with, and not because there's anything wrong with me either, but because we're just not meant for each other. And this gorgeous country is too beautiful to waste. Just like my life, and just like your life. Don't waste it on trying to fit in with the wrong crowd. You deserve better than that. Don't waste a single wild, beautiful trip or a single wild, beautiful day in your life trying to fit where you don't belong. Because here's the thing about belonging. It's not something you earn. It's something that happens when you stop mistaking acceptance for alignment. The right people won't need you to dim your light. They will see themselves in it. And until they arrive, learn to love your own company enough that loneliness becomes freedom in disguise. Because forcing yourself to fit in doesn't make you belong. It makes you disappear. It makes you disappear. Now, if this spoke to you, you're probably one of us, the ones who can't fake small talk, who crave truth over comfort, and who'd rather be alone than half alive. Subscribe to Way Out of Line. We're building a space for people like you and me. Thank you for being here today. Hope to see you next time too. Bye.